This is Caleb. He's been one of my best friends for as long as I can remember. We've always shared a deep passion for music, not only listening to it, but playing it. In high school, we played in jazz band together, and before that, we were in a punk rock band that died in obscurity. After high school, I moved to Austin to study finance, and Caleb went to U of I to study jazz guitar performance. I, like many others at the time, gave him endless shit for his choice of studies. I would say things like, "Why don't you get a real degree?" Or, "Why don't you study something that will guarantee a real job?" Unfazed, Caleb did what he wanted. He pursued the degree and ultimately found out it wasn't the right move for him. The constant gigging and studying burnt him out in college. He found that the career path would in fact be grueling, and he ultimately decided that while he loved the guitar, making a career out of it took some of the joy out of playing. I'm sure many would hear this story and think that Caleb failed. Even Caleb himself during his studies would sometimes express feelings of failure, something I think everyone can relate to. But I've always been incredibly inspired by Caleb and his choice to pursue what made him happy. Instead of studying business and taking a plushy job after 3 years of school, Caleb took the path less traveled, the path of grueling hard work without a very bright light at the end of the tunnel. But I think instead of failing, Caleb learned a very valuable lesson. Not only about what actually makes him happy, but that there isn't really a correct path to success. Yes, he may end up starting a job out of college a little bit later than his peers, but he won't have to live every day wondering what his life would be like if he gave the jazz guitar studies a real shot. He gave it his all and learned everything he could from it. Whenever I'm venturing down a scary path filled with unknowns, I like to think of Caleb. Someone who's had my back in times of need more than I can count, and someone that goes against the grain and follows his heart. He doesn't listen to the crowd and he plays to his own beat. I think everyone should try to be like Caleb.